Hello everyone, Del 21 here. I am on my way to Daphne, Alabama on my 250. My gloves are in my pocket and I'm on a short ride, so I'm just going to work so I can get my money from my boss. I got my spare battery, and I'm quite sure that even with my spare battery, I won't have enough power for it to go to Daphne, Mississippi. I mean Daphne, Alabama. Oh my God! Somebody's like really bad exhaust. I'm pretty sure I know both batteries won't survive the trip there and the trip back. So I'm gonna be cutting it in and out every so often, and it's gonna be. I think it's gonna like be a minute for me to, put this video together. It's probably gonna be a two-part video because it's gonna be hard to try to catch bad drivers from Mississippi and Alabama and still be able to get the countryside and I hate people that do that. Okay, in a car, I will accept in a car where they ease up into like that curve like that. SUVs and trucks are designed to take that kind of punishment. They just paved that and they're taking it up. They just built brand new pavement that the Chevy dealership had on it. That's a brand new dealership too. Certified. But they're designed to take that kind of punishment. Why would you ease into it and cause yourself to get rear-ended? I saw Extreme's video, near close call, and that's what I'll probably do with this one. This will make it short just for my ride to work. I'll probably just make this here a video response to Extreme's close call. On his, he thinks that was it might have been from his perspective of tailgating, but from just looking at his video and his co-rider's video, it doesn't look like he was tailgating. I mean, over here in the U.S., it's a 2-second, 3-second rule. A car or a motorcycle has to be 2 seconds away from the vehicle in front of them, and a motorcycle has to be a car has to be 3 seconds behind a motorcycle. But it's a leeway of you can have 2 to 3 seconds for a car following a car, but it has to be 3 seconds to a motorcycle, because it's so hard to see the brake light on a motorcycle. And it's not it is and it isn't it's a written rule, but it's an unofficial written rule, because it's in the driver's manual for motorcycles. Oh, it's in the driver's manual for motorcycles, and my back tire is funny. I'm gonna check it when I get back. I checked everything for a while, but I'll check it again. But it's probably just my brake fluid off. But it's in the driver's handbook for motorcycles and cars, for 2-second rules for cars to follow a car, and a 3-second rule for a car following a motorcycle. It's written, but it's not an official rule where if you're breaking it, you get a ticket. Like right now, I'm a 1.5 seconds behind this truck. That's about as close as I follow, and that's only, I think the only time I ever be that close is when the car in front of me is not doing the speed limit. They're doing slower than the speed limit, and my distance to travel to slow down is well more than the car. Of course, when I'm riding in traffic, I'm covering the brake anyway. I'm covering the brake and the clutch anyway, so I have well more than enough time to brake, because I think it takes like a 1/2 second to a second to get to the brake, and then it takes like another second, 1.5 seconds, I mean 1/2 second to a second to apply the brake, and then it takes like another half a second to, are you gonna turn? Are you past the funeral home? But it takes like another second, half a second to a second for the brakes to even take effect. So you're looking at about a 3 second or 2.5 seconds of braking time, you know, to not hit that vehicle in front of you based on the distance you have. So covering the brake shortens that by half. But anyway, looking at his video, I mean, he locked his rear wheel up bad. It's a common mistake even veteran bikers do, because I do it on occasions, where if you're right-handed, your tendency to do it is a lot greater. You can use your front brake a lot more. I mean, you can put a lot more pressure on your front brake than you actually think you can. It takes a tremendous amount of pressure for you to hit the front brake. Well, I won't say that. It takes a tremendous amount of starting pressure to, I'm sorry, I did say that. I was getting it right the first time. It takes a tremendous amount of pressure to, when you're already braking, to lock the front wheel up if you're on pavement, if there's no rocks or anything. It doesn't take a lot of force to lock the front wheel up if you grab it on the instant bite. But after instant bite, it takes a lot of pressure for you to lock it up. But from what I saw on his, he didn't look like he was that far away. But I mean, I've done it on occasion where I've panicked too, and I've locked the rear wheel up. But the memorial, what I have to say about it is, you can be following the proper distance. Like over here in America, I know it's like I said, it's an unwritten, written rule. Well, it's a written, unwritten rule where it's 2 seconds and 3 seconds, and you can follow that and still damn near rear in the car. So it's not just about tailgating, it's about being alert, I guess. But I'm gonna try to go in here and get my stuff so I can go to Daphne. So, hoorah!
Mega upload.